hate you. This is not conjecture. This is not hyperbole. This is a fact. The undeniable evidence is plain to see. They use you for sex but refuse to give you marriage. They get you pregnant and leave you to fend for yourself, without resources, without support, without help. They do this at a 77% rate. In case you can't recognize it, this is hate. They shoot up your communities. Your kids are killed. They see the damage they cause and they continue it still. They beat, rape, and murder you at the highest rates. There is nothing you can call this behavior except hate. They refuse to build resources. They refuse to protect you and work hard to make sure that the whole world rejects you. They write songs calling you bitches and hoes, and that's the way that hatred grows. So the whole world joins in dehumanizing you. They hate you and makes the world hate you too. They tell the whole world you are ugly, unloved. They call you unworthy, undesirable, and if that's not enough, they sex traffic you and your daughters. They don't see it as wrong. They molest over 60% of our little girls before they're even grown. They use you as mules. They use you as tools. They use you like fools. And to them, it's all cool. And they do this publicly for the whole world to see. How much more hateful can hatred be? They manipulate you in every way to gain your love, labor, and energy. And once they receive it, they spit on you, they hit on you, they shit on you, and they quit on you. And then they say that's how you deserve to be treated. They throw you in freezers. They bash you in the head. They kidnap you, rape you, they leave you for dead. Then they blame you for it and they laugh. They laugh at your suffering. They laugh when you're dying. They laugh at your injuries. They laugh when you're crying. They laugh at your trauma. They laugh while they victimize you. They laugh at all the forms of violence they commit against you. They laugh and they laugh. They laugh with glee because there's nothing that brings them more joy than making you bleed. So don't come at me because what I say is true. Whether you believe it or not, they hate you. And they're so proud of their abuse against you. They go live and record it so that the pain they inflict on you can give them pleasure to watch and the world can enjoy it too. They show you humiliated, dehumanized, and crying in pain. They harm you for clickbait, for their profit and gain. And when confronted with the mountain of evidence of their abuse, they refuse to listen. They've got an excuse. When you talk about it, they tell you you're being divisive, a distraction. They say you're wrong. They take no responsibility, no accountability, and their hate for you goes on. So I don't care what they say. I don't care how they feel. And I don't care about their professions of love. It ain't real. This is pure, unbridled, unrepentant hate. Their actions prove it, and they've sealed their fate. They hate you. And to show you the proof of what I say, you knew exactly who I meant when I said they.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title, guys, you can see in today's video, we're going to be talking about this lady that you're viewing here on your screen and this dust mite who's behind her, because at the end of the day, I have been telling you guys over and over, these male, it don't necessarily matter if they're in a relationship. It don't matter if they're in a marriage. These male, literally every woman literally got the same treatment. So she's basically talking about the time when she was in a relationship with this dust mite that you're viewing here. And I'm not gonna lie, even though I would never encourage a woman to volunteer be a man's second option, because first and foremost, why are we even making male feel like they're that important that you will volunteer to be their second, third, fourth, fifth option? Ladies, what are we doing? Absolutely not. The only thing that I agree with this woman about is when that she said she wished that his wife can see this video take him to court, take him for everything that he has. That's literally the only thing that I agree with her on, because at the end of the day, I'm not really sure why woman, yeah, she went on and talked about how she was the one that initially saw him and he was so fine. In my opinion, I have told you guys over and over, I don't necessarily find anything attractive about these male because their character, they're just overall their disposition when it comes to black woman. These male, they don't have any resource. They don't feel like they have to provide. And I have told you guys over and over, these male don't necessarily like themselves. You can't really like or love anybody else if you don't really have self-love, right? So unfortunately, this lady, she's gonna talk about when she was in a relationship with this male that you're viewing here behind her. I'm not gonna lie, she's funny as hell, but something that really also caught my attention was when she spoke about how her and her brothers, they will go out here and they will rob, they will steal. Like, ladies, absolutely not. This is why I continue to say that these male are literally the worst influence for us as black women. This is exactly why, black woman, I'm gonna continue to come on here, caution y'all to rid yourself from the dust, because at the end of the day, these male, they don't really have any good intentions for you. And as you guys can see, she claimed that with her own brother, her own blood, they were going out here and breaking the law in this type of manner. And this only further goes on when you do decide that you grow up, you get in a relationship with these male. I mean, he was out here cheating on his wife with her. And like I like to say, I feel like if male are bold enough to go out here and cheat on their wife with one woman, I'm pretty sure there's much more women within the mix. But nonetheless, guys, listen to what this TikToker had to say about this dusty male cheating on his wife with her, and then we will come back with more.
It's been highly anticipated. And although I said I wasn't going to do this story time, a couple weeks ago I went to Louisiana and this motherfucker decided to get disrespectful and call me a tramp. So without further ado, part 1 of being in a relationship with a married man. And for those of y'all who gonna say, oh, we already heard this story. Y'all know last time I didn't even use this picture because I was just telling the story trying to mind my business. He decided to get disrespectful. I hope your wife see this, she use it in court, and she take you for all your motherfucking money. Who's the tramp now? About 7.5 years ago, y'all, I moved back to Louisiana. Fresh out of the relationship with baby daddy number 1. It was me and Jaylee, and I got on the internet. I don't know if it was Craigslist or Facebook, but I found a girl who was renting out one of her rooms in her apartment for $60 a week. Cool. Shout out to Leah, because me and her real good friends, and her daughter's my goddaughter now. So being back in Louisiana, I had got me a job at another Sonic. I was doing good. I had me a car. Everything was smooth selling. I had my little bit of money stacking up. And of course, you know, I found my income tax. So I had a little bit of chunk of change. Being back in the city, I'm back around my family. I'm back around my brothers. I'm back around my adopted family. All of that shit going on. And I remember what me and my brothers and them used to do back in our younger days. I mean, from robbing and jacking, from beating up people, from oot-outs on the highway, all types of dumbass shit. So being back in the city, I hit my brother up and I'm like, hey, B, what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of money. I got some free time. You want to kick it? You want to go to the boardwalk? You want to go out to eat? What do you want to do? He talking about, shit, hell yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and hang out. Now, of course, it was a lot deeper than that, but I'm not going to go into the schematic. Now, when he agreed to the festivities, I asked him where he was going to be. He said he was going to be at his grandmother's house and that I could pull up there to pick him up. I said, I bet. I'm about to get dressed and I'll be on the way. I pull up to the grandmother's house. I text him and let him know that I'm here, and I get out the car and I walk up and I knock on the door. When I knock on the door, the grandmother comes to the door. She speaks to me. I speak back and I walk in the house. When I bend the corner around the little island in the trailer, I see Light Bright Almost White sitting there. Not gonna lie, y'all, at the time, I'm sitting here astonished like, whoo, I know I'm fresh out of the relationship with my baby daddy, but who the fuck is this? Now I'm walking, you know, I'm out of my business. I see him, but I don't jump off the deep end too soon. His grandmother come around, was like, get comfortable. He'll be out the bathroom in a few minutes. About 15 minutes passed, my brother come out. He talking about, hold on, let me get my shoes, let me get my jacket, and then we could dip. Now he come out, he doing his little fit check, you know. He do, y'all know how niggas get. And then we leave. When we get in the car, before I crank that bitch up, I'm like, hey, bro, who the fuck is that in there? He talking about, who are you talking about? I said, bro, who is the man in there on the couch? He talking about, bro, who are you talking about? I said, man, stop playing with me. Who is the bright-skinned nigga sitting in there on the couch? He talking about, oh, you talking about my uncle? I was like, yeah, him. He talking about, oh, yeah, that's such and such. Fuck that. He said, oh, that's my Uncle Kev. I was like, oh, shit. Like, where he from? Where he been? He said, oh, he live in Texas. In Texas? Yeah. I'm like, so what is he doing down here? You know, he only come down here for emergencies and family reunions and shit of the sort. Well, me sitting there watching him on the couch and walking in, there ain't no family reunion going on. He don't look like he having an emergency. So How long you think he gonna be down here? So of course he go ahead and he just start running this shit down. He was like, man, he had a little incident, you know, he'll be down here for a while. He just gotta heal, blase, blase. All right, cool. So I crank up the car, I pull out, and we headed to Shreveport. Now the entire time I'm driving, all I can think about is how the fuck am I gonna get next to this man? Now keep in mind, y'all, we talking about 7.5 years ago, almost 8. You get what I'm saying? Before I got my teeth done, before I felt like I was a bad bitch, before I had money, you know, before I start doing all of this shit. How the fuck is me in the position, in the way that I look right now, going to get next to this nigga? I'm gonna figure this shit out. So we make it to Shreveport, we go to the boardwalk, we go out to eat, we do all of that. But the entire time, I'm sitting here like, how the fuck am I gonna get next to this man? Because once I drop you off again, I'm gonna have to like keep doing this shit in order to see him. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's a plan to be mastered and we're going to do it. So basically we finish up our day. We on our way back to the country. As we're approaching his grandmother's house, because that's where he's going back to, I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, I gotta figure some shit out. We make it to his grandmother's house. I dab my brother up. He get out. He go in. I don't even put my car in reverse to leave or nothing because I'm still sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck I'm finna manipulate the situation. So I swear to God, y'all, my brother probably just closed the door and I hit him on the phone. Hey, B, I need you to drive me somewhere. Now, back in the day, my brother was one like, shit, whatever you want to do, let's do it. Whatever you need done, I'ma do it. There was times where I'd be in the car driving and I have a warrant because I ain't paid no ticket. I'm like, hey, B, like, come on, man. I know we in the middle of the highway type shit, but I need you to get behind me and get under this wheel because I need to get in the passenger seat. I cannot go to jail. If you got a warrant, I could come bond you out because I got the money to do so. And my brother go hop in the driver's seat so I can get over. That's the type of relationship that we had. So when I hit him and told him that I needed him to drive me somewhere, he told me, all right, hold on. Let me take a shower because we've been out all day. Let me change. And then I got you. So I turn off my car, I get out, and I go up to the door. When I knock on the door, it's open again. His grandmother greet me. I go in. I was like, hey, I just got to wait on Bo. I just got to wait on him. Like, we got some stuff that we got to do. About 15 minutes, maybe not even that long. He come out, he told me, you ready? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. So we go outside, we get in the car. He in the driver's seat. The moment we pull off, headed back to Shreveport, I'm like, hey, B, ask your mama, can I stay the night at y'all house for a couple of days? He talking about, man, she ain't gonna care. You already know. I was like, man, ask her. Let's make sure. Let's confirm it. So, of course, he called her. She tell me she don't give a damn. We drive to Shreveport. I get my spin a week bag. At this point, I'm determined to get this shit done by any means necessary. See you on the next part.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, just like she said, a lot of people can say whatever they feel about the whole predicament. But do you guys notice how whenever these males come out here and they cheat on the woman that they vow to cherish, value, respect, notice how it's always the woman that get blamed? I would never understand why that is. And her, yes, like I mentioned previously, I would never condone a woman going out here and voluntarily deciding that she wants to be one of the least producing males of society, like 2, 3, 4 different options. Absolutely not. These males don't really have anything on why you will allow yourself to be in that predicament. But nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this woman coming out here, putting this man on blast because she claimed that even though this man, he was married, he was still out here cheating on his wife. And one of the many women that I'm pretty sure that he was cheating on his wife with was her. Because like I mentioned previously, I feel that if these males are audacious enough for them to go out here and have one extramarital relationship, I'm pretty sure they're also willing to have 3, 4 different ones if these women are delusional enough to let them have that, right? Nonetheless, what are your thoughts and opinion, or please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked, and now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they helped create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.